Hey guys, the Super Review Show and the Forehead is back. This is this week's episode of Rock Talk, right here on the Super Review Show, where all we do is talk classic rock, maybe some alternative here and there. We just talk rock. There's no hip-hop here, there's no pop. It's rock and roll central right here. Alright, but look, last week we told you that we were going to be doing a quick talk or a chat about this album right here. Here, he's in the shot too. King of the Destroyer album by Kiss. Now, this album right here, I'm going to pick it up again. He had not heard any of the songs except for Detroit Rock City, which is like their most well-known song.
Yeah.
But what I think was wonderful about, because you never heard any of this.
No.
What did you think of it? When you
it was pretty good. I still love the Detroit Rock City the best. I like the King of the Nighttime World, and I also like. I don't know about. Well, I do like Do You Love Me, but I also like. Or was it the God of Thunder? I like those first three right there.
Yeah, so the first three on the album, the first side one, if you will, Detroit Rock City, right? King of the Nighttime World, and God of Thunder.
Yeah.
Those are, what about, let's say Flaming Youth or Great Expectations?
Flaming Youth was good. They weren't, I don't think, as, they didn't have like as good of a tune, but it was still great, you know? Like, it was still good.
Yeah, it made the album. Question. Did you get the message from Flaming Youth? Like the message of the song?
Well, I knew Flaming Youth were gonna
set the world on fire.
Yeah, right. They're gonna change the world. Yeah, I kind of.
Do you know what that really is?
No, I actually don't.
Paul Stanley and the writers, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, they're talking about teenagers.
Well, yeah, in the 70s and stuff.
Well, think about it, because like Flaming Youth will set the world on fire, and they talk about getting higher and higher. And you know what I mean? If any of you guys know the song, you know what I'm talking about. They talk about how the teenage revolt, if you will.
Yeah.
Right?
Of the 60s, 70s, yeah.
Yeah, so, and it was awesome. Sweet Pain, how'd you like that one?
Sweet Pain was pretty good.
Sweet Pain! Yeah. And Shout It Out Loud.
Shout It Out Loud was pretty good.
Yeah.
Same, again, I think the first three had mentions, but that's all opinion, that's subjective, so.
It's all opinion here, folks. We're all opinion-based. But yeah, personally, okay, look, so if you have anything else, let me know. But let me just go off for a second.
Okay, that's fine.
This was an album that kind of defined who I am, if you will. I love this album so much. There's actually a poster of it right off camera here. I love this album so much. This was my first introduction to Kiss. I mean, everyone's first introduction to Kiss is Rock and Roll All Night.
That was on my toothbrush. Remember those toothbrush things that you could play? Yeah, that's literally the song I would play.
That's right. I remember those. That's why I got the toothbrush. So I could brush my teeth. That was pretty clever though.
Yeah, the sound that came out of the toothbrush.
Tunes or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. That died though.
That was one of the biggest investments that failed.
Yeah.
Anyways, but so as someone who saw Kiss once, Kiss was my first concert ever. I told you that last week. Mm-hmm. They ended the whole night with Detroit Rock City. They ended the whole night with that one song. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And I remember every time I hear it, I'm like, I remember that night. Yeah. But also they played 3 songs from this album. They played. We'll get to Beth in a sec, because I know you want to talk about that. But Detroit Rock City, they played King of the Nighttime World, they played Shout It Out Loud. All 3 were in the encore of that show. It was a really great show. They played a lot from their other album, Love Gun, or Kiss, their first album. Yeah, it was really in Dress to Kill, which had Rock and Roll Night. She's a great song. I recommend that.
Yeah.
But look, like I said, we're just here to talk about rock. Let's talk about Kiss this week, and next week we're going to talk about a special album. We'll get to that at the end of the video. But Beth. It's right here. Ready? See, look, it's right by my finger. Beth. You know? What did you think of Beth? And I'll share my opinion in a second.
Yeah. It's not that we differ on opinion. There's something about it where it seems like Aerosmith does this too. Like they're trying to. I like the song. I don't hate it, but it's like
you better not.
I think U2 does a better type of song at that. It seems like they're like, oh, we can do this type of song too, so let me have like a soft song. But it's good, you know. It's not my favorite of the album. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. So you can say your opinion.
You prepare to be smashed behind my God.
You probably will. You know Kiss more better than I do.
Well, I know a lot. I don't know a lot of their stuff, because when I did see them, they played one song off their new album at the time.
Yeah.
and it was okay. Like, look, there's another thing, and we'll talk about this in further episodes, but artists that first debuted in the 60s, 70s, 80s, their albums nowadays are compared to their past. If you like, their album at the time was Sonic Boom, and that had one thing off it was Modern Day Delilah, and it was great, but it was just, for me as a Kiss fan, it was not the Destroyer album. It was not the, it was not this. It was not Love Gun. It was not Dressed to Kill. It wasn't Kiss, their first album. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't even Hotter Than Hell. That's a good album too for you. There's just a lot of stuff. I would like to say the best Kiss stuff was in the 70s and early 80s. Because then when they got into the mid 80s and 90s, they had a few hits like I Love It Loud was one of the ones they played at my show.
Yeah.
That's like an 85, 86 song. Like boom, boom, ch, boom, ch. Hey, hey. It's really cool. I heard it live. It was surprising actually. But there was also I Was Made for Loving You. You ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But I'm just telling him this because he's not the biggest. I mean, he's more of a Led Zeppelin, like Aerosmith guy.
Not complete Aerosmith. I'd say Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones. I really like too.
Stones. He's got Shelter.
Yeah.
King Shelter. But so yes. But overall, our opinions of this album right here, as I pick it up, ironically, is the Destroyer album by Kiss. And look. If you have not heard this album and you are watching this video, stop watching the video now and get the hell on iTunes and listen to this damn thing. This album was on Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time. It was in the top 500. It was in like the three. It wasn't like high. It wasn't like like Joshua Tree high or Born to Run high, but it was up there. It was like in the 200s, maybe 150s. This. And this is the only album on there. So this should give you a lot of credit. Because Kiss, like I've told you before, that like my favorite moment of my only Kiss show was when Gene Simmons, he was really cool. They pulled him up on wires. He and he actually spit blood, which was really like a ketchup packet or just like it was dope. And he shot fire out of his mouth. And then nowadays the band, they're shooting rockets out of their guitars. You heard about that?
No, I never heard
Kiss.
that.
If you go see Kiss now, they're.
I've seen a lot of they use a lot of fireworks and stuff like that. Yeah.
They had fire at our show. They had like actual torches and stuff. It was crazy. It was lit.
Lit, my son.
Yeah, you might say that. But anyways, seriously, that was like just our thing on. So yes, that's our review. Go listen to it immediately type of thing.
Are you gonna give a rating on it?
I think I will give a rating on it. What was your rating?
8.5 out of 10.
Out of 10?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty high. That's good. That's good. I like it. Now, obviously, I have more of a nostalgia thing because I grew up listening. Kiss was a lot of people say like, "Oh, this was my first rock band. This was my first artist I listened to." Billy Joel was the first artist I listened to. The first rock band I got into was Kiss, and Kiss, love me some Kiss. It's so good. I love their style. Actually, funny thing. Kiss was influenced by Alice Cooper.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I know that.
You can hear that too.
Robert likes Alice Cooper.
I know our friend Robert really likes it. But but my rating? You're asking for me? The honest.
You're gonna give it like a.
It's clearly like a 6.8 out of 10. No, of course not. If I had to rate this album and actually if I had to recommend it to someone, I want to hear Kiss. I've never heard them before. Great, listen to the Destroyer album. What out of 10 would I give it? The number that's floating around my head is a 9 out of 10.
Really?
It's not perfect. It's not a perfect. For some people it is, but for me it's not like. To me, the albums that I would call perfect are, let's say, Born in the USA, which is also
that's a good.
That's world renowned. Everyone knows it. Joshua Tree. Or U2's either one of U2's Joshua Tree or Achateng. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
Baby
U2's good.
From like 92.
I love U2.
Billy Joel's The Stranger, I'd say, is a near perfect album for me at least. Another album that I really got into was I'll say that for another time actually. Or the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's.
Mm-hmm.
Good one, great one. Anyways, but if I have my rating 9 out of 10 It's like I said, it's not perfect, but I think it's great. If you just want to listen to, it's like I call Kiss the band that you listen to when you're outside by your pool or outside just hanging around. Like Kiss could be on the back. Like, it's the perfect. To me, they're like not metal. They're not like hard rock.
No, they're like
they're like a very light hard rock, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're kind of between light rock and hard.
They're like they're in between classic and hard for me. But I definitely like some of their harder songs. Like God of Thunder was a good one. It's funny, but listen. If you do listen to this album, make sure you listen to it in the order that they put it in.
Yeah.
Because when they released this on vinyl, when they released this album on vinyl, they the reason why these were so successful, or so uniquely used, was if you listen to the actual recording, there's a little like intro thing before Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, like, you can hear it.
He's getting in his car.
And then you can hear the keys and stuff.
It's just sounds. It's just kind of him getting in his car, driving, and then you hear Rock and Roll Night on the radio. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and then it gets into the da-da-da-da-da. And then, actually, it's cool. The reason why I think a lot of people, what's lost today is how songs transitioned into each other on vinyl. This album did a great job of that, where Detroit Rock City led straight into King of the Nighttime World. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out, I can't think of anything, but like, like there's certain songs in this album really, like on vinyl they transcended well to each other, and I think if you were to listen to this album, not like, hey, I'm going to listen to King of the Nighttime World first. Don't do that. Listen to Detroit Rock City through Do You Love Me. Then judge it on your own merits, because it's a different experience for you, and I'd rather see that personally. What was that? Because you heard it completely for the first time.
Yes.
What would you say about like actually just listening to it all the way through though?
I would do it.
Yeah, right. Because I mean,
it's not bad.
Because it's also the way that they presented it back in the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, it came out in this order. It had these cool aspects to it. Try it out. And iTunes, you can still buy the exact order, the exact style, the exact fills, whatever, in that order, and it all flows. I love it when they flow.
Yeah.
It feels like you're listening to like a live concert, but it's an album. It's really
cool.
If
it just goes to one song that's low pitch, and then it's like it's a little more it's flowing.
It flows
good. Yeah.
It flows. But yeah, that's just that. Anyways, that is our quick talk or whatever about Kiss's Destroyer. Look, like I said before, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. I'm sure I tailed him. I said, look, go listen to this thing. He's like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, it's really good, right? You know?
Yeah.
But thank you very much for tuning in for this video. I will say what our next album is, and we're going to get really hardcore into it.
Yeah, because I'm going to be able to talk about it a lot more.
He's going to be able to talk more about this one. But look, our next album, and yes, I have this on vinyl, and yes, it's pretty rare. This is Led Zeppelin. This has Good Times, Bad Times on it. This has Communication Breakdown. How Many More Times? I Can't Quit You, Baby. This is Led Zeppelin's first album from 1969.
Oh, wow.
They debuted in 69 because they did stuff later on in 70 to 78 or whatever, right? Yeah. So, look, this is our next album next week. Feel free to come back to us. And, look, forgive us. This upload's going up on Tuesday. It was supposed to go up yesterday. He couldn't make it. We couldn't get the upload going. But now we got it today. And so it's Tuesday, March 21st. Thank you very much for tuning into this. Kyle, where can people find you?
The Forehead, my YouTube channel. That's basically the only place you can find me.
And you can find him at the nearest Arby's restaurant. I'm only kidding. You can find us here at the Super Review Show on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever you want to talk about. Feel free to chat with us through Facebook. I've been promoting the Facebook page for a while now. Like us on Facebook. Like this video. Share it with all your friends. And if you love rock and roll, if you love music in general, just subscribe to this YouTube channel as well as Movie Talk. Thank you very much for watching us, guys, and for the Forehead and the Super Review Show. We'll see you guys later.